Today, we are diving deep into the hidden boss behind every single move you make, from lifting a heavy weight to just, walking across the room. And here's a spoiler for you. It's not your muscles.
We've all been taught that exercise is this story about muscles, right? About them getting bigger and stronger. But what if that's only like half the story? What if the real action, the part that matters most, starts somewhere else entirely?
Ah, this quote just nails it. It perfectly captures the big idea for today. Think about it. Your muscles are the orchestra, all those violins and cellos and drums, powerful and ready to make music. But without a conductor, it's just a bunch of noise. Your nervous system, your brain, is that conductor, turning all that potential into a beautiful performance. So yeah, let's start at the top, with the conductor itself. Every single movement you make, whether it's a perfectly planned sprint or just an unconscious little twitch, it all begins as an idea, a complex plan, cooked up inside your brain. And this is the key. This is the whole game right here. If you want to get stronger or faster or more coordinated, you have got to realize you're not just training your muscles. You're training your nervous system just as much, if not more.
So how does this conversation between the brain and the body actually work? Well, it's definitely not a one-way street where the brain just barks orders. Nope. It's this constant, super fast, back and forth feedback loop.
First, you've got the command from HQ. Your brain's motor cortex decides, okay, let's go pick up that coffee cup. It then zaps an electrical signal down your spinal cord. That's the initial blueprint for the action.
But a blueprint is kind of useless without knowing what's happening on the ground, right? So as your muscles move, they're constantly sending a flood of information back up to the brain, reporting on their status. This is the crucial feedback that allows for smooth, coordinated, and successful movement. So how does the body send these reports? It uses these amazing little sensors. The first key type is the muscle spindle. Think of them like tiny motion detectors embedded right inside your muscle fibers. And they're always asking, how far are we stretching? And hey, how fast are we stretching?
And then you've got the second key sensor, the Golgi tendon organ, or GTO for short. Now, if the spindles are motion detectors, GTOs are your body's force detectors. They live in your tendons, and their only job is to ask, okay, how much strain are we under right now? They're basically your body's built-in safety engineers.
And together, these two form this perfect system of checks and balances. When you stretch a muscle too fast, the spindles freak out and yell, contract, to protect it. But if there's way too much tension or force, the GTOs step in and say, whoa, everybody relax, to prevent a tear. It's this incredible, constant dance of push and pull.
Let's see this in action with something we've all experienced, the stretch reflex. So you're walking and bam, you trip on a curb. Instantly, those muscle spindles in your thigh detect that super fast, unexpected stretch. They send an emergency alarm straight to your spinal cord, which, get this, responds automatically. Before your brain has even had a chance to process, your thigh muscle contracts like lightning to catch you. That's your nervous system saving you from a faceplant.
Okay, let's get into something that honestly might blow your mind a little, especially if you've ever started a new workout routine. We're going to talk about where those crazy early strength gains actually come from.
Have you ever seen this? Someone starts going to the gym, and within a few weeks, they're lifting way more weight, but they don't look any different. You kind of wonder, what's the deal? Are they faking it? Nope. It's just their nervous system getting way, way smarter. Yeah, for about the first 2 months of any new resistance training, the story of you getting stronger is almost entirely a neural one. Building actual muscle, what we call hypertrophy, that's a much slower process that kicks in later. This is the secret sauce. In those first weeks, you're not really building new muscle. You're just getting incredibly efficient at using the muscle you already have. Your brain, the conductor, is learning to recruit more muscle fibers, to make them fire faster, and to get them all to work together in perfect harmony. It even learns to tell those protective GTOs to chill out just a little, letting you push harder than before. We all know that feeling, right? Fatigue. Your muscles are burning, your energy is just gone. But what if that feeling of being done is actually your brain making a really smart, calculated, protective decision? See, fatigue actually comes in two main flavors. There's peripheral fatigue. That's the stuff you feel in the muscle. It's that metabolic burn. But then there's central fatigue, which starts in the brain. That's when the neural signal to the muscles gets turned down, giving you that feeling of, nope, I can't push anymore.
And this is not a weakness, it is a feature, not a bug. Your brain is this brilliant system manager. It senses that the whole operation is getting close to the red line, so it wisely starts pulling back on the throttle to stop you from doing some serious, catastrophic damage. It's looking out for you.
But here's the thing. This whole system, it isn't static. In fact, its ability to change and adapt is probably its most incredible feature. Your brain can literally rewire itself based on what you do, which is how movement can become a form of medicine.
This amazing ability is called neuroplasticity, and it boils down to this simple but incredibly profound idea. Neurons that fire together, wire together. When you do something over and over, the neural pathways for that action get stronger, faster, and more efficient. Practice literally carves superhighways into your brain.
And this isn't just a cool theory. We actually use this to help people heal. For a stroke patient who has damaged motor pathways, doing a task over and over helps the brain find new neural routes around the damage. Or for someone with Parkinson's, using external cues like a metronome can replace the brain's faulty internal rhythm, helping them move more smoothly. It's incredible. This completely reframes the whole point of physical therapy, doesn't it? It's not just about strengthening a weak muscle. It's an active process of re-educating the brain, of teaching it totally new strategies and pathways to control the body. And this quote just captures the magic of it all so beautifully. Even something as simple as walking is this mind-blowing neural dance. It's a constant, dynamic process of planning, getting feedback, and making corrections that most of us just take for granted every single day. So I want to leave you with this thought. The next time you're exercising, at the gym, on a run, even just taking a walk, I want you to remember what's really going on. You're not just working out your body. You are having a deep, intricate conversation with your nervous system. You are teaching your brain.